Hello and welcome to another Star Citizen podcast. I'm here with the ever-fabulous Zinnia. Say hello, ever-fabulous Zinnia. I think I said fabulous, but that's like the most fabulous.
Hello, ever-fabulous Zinnia.
Perfect. We can do original jokes, you see. That was at least different. I'm here, I'm BoredGamer, and we're going to be talking about the CitizenCon aftermath, because it's been a week now, and we are ready. We're ready for more. So we're going to be talking about a few different things today. The Pyro Playground, which is literally starting within hours. I suppose that's true of everything. You could say everything's starting within hours or hours away because you could just break it down into that. But it's very, very soon. Benoit Bézigeour had a little bit of a server meshing interview and talked a bit more about that. So I just want to cover that very slightly. Squadron 42 is feature complete. But what does that actually really mean and when we're going to get it? There was a load of ships that were teased a while ago, and Zin was actually the one that helped me look through them and work out what they were. And lots of people have said, especially I think ship number 5 is a particular thing, and it's not that thing. You're mad. And we're looking forward to the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo and Alpha 3.22. So we're going to cover all of that and potentially more as I go off on tangents. But Pyro Playground about to begin, Zin. Are you looking forward to this? Is it something that you're going to go, oh, this is awesome new content, really, really looking forward to playing?
I mean, it is going to be hopefully awesome new content, and I am looking forward to playing it, but I just don't know when.
Yes. So hopefully we'll get access immediately, because that's the thing. Who's getting access when? And we don't really know for sure. So what do I mean by that? The access to the initial wave is going to be lotteried from digital goodies pack buyers, concierge, and active testers, I believe. I'm not sure if subscribers are in that mix. I believe that Eva Carty will all get in. I believe that Eva Carty are currently hammering away on that build, but they're not getting to play it much. I think it is trying to make it deliverable and deployable. So it's not just like, you can't play it because it's broken. So for the first wave, do you think people should be hoping they get in, or do you think it's not going to make much of a difference because it's going to be pretty buggy?
Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty buggy. That is essentially what this channel is for.
Yes, the preview channel. Yeah.
It's kind of like the PTU, but more focused. I mean, obviously, right now this is going to be the Pyro Playground.
Yeah.
But in the future, it will be, like you said, I think they were going to do a similar thing for the replication layer.
Yes, and it does look like the replication layer isn't with this build, though let's wait and see what happens when it's actually deployed. It does look like it's more likely to just be Pyro. The thing with the preview channel is basically Cloud Imperium have sold it as a very similar to PTU build, but it sort of mirrors the live servers more. It doesn't like branch off or anything. And they try to refine stuff in the preview channel before they face it into the live build. Does that mean that that's the plan with Pyro in the short term?
I don't know. I would think that they're not going to get Pyro into even the PTU until they've got jump points sorted.
Jump points and static server meshing, right? Is that what
Probably,
we're thinking?
Yeah.
And really, they need to get the replication layer done, and then server meshing isn't too far away. And we'll talk a little bit more about server meshing in a minute, because there was well, let's talk about it now. So, Benoit Bézigeour, he gave a little interview in French about this, basically saying they're actually a lot further along with server meshing than we had realised, because all they showed at the CitizenCon demo was a functional static server meshing and them going, it's working in the way that we want it to work. But he said they've been working on it for a while, it's further along, they've got ship and vehicle transitions working, yeah, that they're ploughing through it. So I think that's really good to hear, right?
Yeah.
Are you expecting to see static server meshing being tested real soon after the replication layer?
Probably not.
No?
No. So I think the replication layer is just going to give us more stability.
Okay.
Like, you say he's further along than what we saw. I still think it's going to have a lot further to go.
Okay, no, that's fair. I mean, certainly with dynamic server meshing, that's a whole entirely different beast. But with static server meshing, I'm thinking, and I might be ever the optimist, that it is just literally plugging servers into the replication layer. Obviously, it is a little bit more in depth than that, but Zin and I will be vying for who is correct on this over the coming months. And spoiler, it's probably Zin. She's been pretty accurate with this sort of timelines and things compared to me anyway. So you don't think that the Pyro Playground is going to be sort of merged into the 3.21 or 3.22 branch, do you? Then
No.
You think it's going to be a bit further out. What do you think about the way that they're doing the lottery for people getting in?
I think it's fine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You don't think it's just going to cause unrest just because people are going to feel like they're missing out?
It's going to cause unrest, but it's just a game. Why you have to be mad?
Well, I mean, there's lots of stuff that CIG can do to obscure bits or say certain bits or do things in certain ways, especially when it's something quite minor like this. And when I say minor, I mean just getting into the earlier waves is pretty minor, because I do think that everyone will be in pretty much within a month. They can just do it slightly differently to not ruffle the feathers of people that have their jimmies rustled too often. Some people just want to complain, right? And it just gives them an excuse to complain. That's what I think about it anyway. I very much think that you are going to be running chores rather than enjoying a privilege if you're playing in the first wave of that Pyro Playground build.
Yeah.
But really looking forward to it anyway. We will cover as much of it as we can and get a load of footage and stuff out and talk about it. So even if you aren't in the first wave, hopefully you can experience it vicariously through us. And please tell us if there's anything in particular you want us to look at, want us to cover, or want us to talk about with that sort of coverage. Assuming that we get in. This is the other thing. Assuming that we get in.
I mean, we'll get in eventually.
We'll get in eventually. It doesn't matter. It's not a big deal, as I've just previously said anyway. Unless I don't get in which case it would be a big deal. It would be... But fine. It's fine. That was a joke. Everyone, that was a joke. Don't get angry. Squadron 42. Its feature competes in. We know this.
Yes.
And a load of teams have moved from Squadron 42 that they were working on onto the Persistent Universe now. It's quite a lot of people. Do you think that because of that, and because of what they've done with Squadron 42, we are going to get more features and quicker updates in the Persistent Universe? Or do you think it's going to plod on a similar speed?
I think it's going to be, well...
Big questions, big answers.
I'm hoping we'll get 4 nice releases over the next 12 months that will contain the stuff that we saw at CitizenCon.
Okay. That's a very democratic way of saying... that's what the plan was, right? I do think there's actually going to be quite a bit more as well. I do think that will be relatively refined as well, because they're obviously bringing it over and refining it at the same time. But there are problems with the addition of multiplayer and being brought into the Persistent Universe, which is a more complex beast. And I hope that we get really cool dynamic universe sim stuff. I want to see the resource management system and engineering systems heavily updated as well. There's a ton of stuff. And that flight model stuff, the nav mode versus SCM mode, the master mode stuff, that really needs to be in a good refined state for our hands, so they can actually push forward with ship balance and go, the core systems are finalized. Because that's what I'm looking for in the next 12 to 18 months. The core of Star Citizen to actually be complete.
Yeah.
So we have a skeleton and we have some organs. Do you think that's possible? Do you think that's a reasonable thing to look forward to?
Yeah. In the next 12 months, yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. What about Squadron 42 Episode 1 itself? Do you think that is a possibility for it to be released by the end of 2024? Or do you think they would have announced a release date if that was a possibility already?
I think...
I know, it's a hard one, isn't it?
I think if they thought they could have it done, then they would have given us a release date. I think there's a lot of uncertainty.
Do you think it is just a marketing issue, though, that they are literally getting a load of marketing materials together and they're going to discuss it with marketing and then they'll come up with a release date? Do you think they could technically come up with a release date now, or do you think they need to be further into the polish phase before they can come up with a release date?
Yes, I think they need to be further into the polish phase.
Okay. I felt that they could actually release, if they had got on with marketing and worked out some stuff, they could have announced a release date already. But okay, I'm either the optimist with a lot of the development.
I think if they were in a position where they thought that they could give us a release date, they would have sorted out their marketing and had it all already.
Okay, yeah.
Like, marketing's not hard, and you don't need a complete game in order to do marketing.
How many multi-million-dollar crowdfunding campaigns have you run in if marketing's not hard? Zin? I think it's hard, but it's not It's not as hard as building the game, right?
Yeah.
There is a skill to it that I do not have. Or maybe I do, I don't know. Not enough to make money for Star Citizen. Unless... Zin, wait a minute. I think we're part of the marketing machine.
Oh, God.
I've just realised. I think, obviously, we don't get paid, which is a shame. But not by CIG anyway.
Not by CIG, yeah.
Not by CIG. You get paid by me.
I get paid by you.
You get paid by me. I get paid by me. That's great. 12 ships by the end of the year. That's what John Crew said at CitizenCon. Do you think we're getting 12 ships by the end of the year?
I think that they've been told you've got to get these ships out by the end of the year.
And do you think they're going to be flyable? It's not going to be concepts or anything, is it? Although there might be concepts in some of the ships we might be sold in the next 3 months.
That's a good point. Like, what was it they actually said? Is it 12 flyable ships by the end of the year?
That's what the implication was. That's what I believe was said, yes. Ships they're going to get out by the end of the year, I think they said, which is the implication that they're going to be flyable / drivable. And these probably aren't the same 10 ships that were teased within the next 12 months, although they could be, some of them. But yes, they also said 10 ships within 12 months. Zin and I went through the pictures, although you would have just seen me going through the pictures. I was just going, Zin, what do you think these bikes are? Zin, what do you think? What do you think this is? And the ones we really didn't know are number 5, which was an RSI-looking ship that some people said was the Zeus. Some people said it was the Apollo. Some people went through a load of different ships. It does not appear to be any of them. We compared it to lots and lots and lots and lots of different silhouettes. And it could be it's a jaunty angle, and maybe someone else is right. To me, it looks like it is an entirely new ship. And you agreed with that, right? Yeah.
Couldn't find anything that we currently knew of that it could be.
Yeah. So looking forward to that, whatever it is, because it looks kind of cool. I think it. I mean, it could be the RSI Minor or something like that. We think it's RSIE, but RSI-like. Is that a better way of saying it? There was also the Fat Fury, which was the next one on list, number 6. And we don't know what that is. Some sort of hybrid ship, a Morai ship, alien ship. It's not a Fury. It's huge compared to a Fury.
I did quite like your idea, although I don't think it's true, of it being a possible
underwater explorer. Yeah, I think I left that off the video because I didn't want people to go underwater explorer.
No, I'm pretty sure it was in the video.
Oh no! It could be an exploration ship or something like that. We just don't know. It is too vague. People are obviously most excited about number 10, which was the Polaris being shown, because that means that the Polaris is probably going to be in our hands within the next 12 months. So I think that's pretty exciting.
Should be in our hands within the next 12 months.
That's the plan, isn't it? The plan.
Yes.
Something else I'm looking forward to, and I assume Zin is, because she loves working extra hard, because this time of year, CitizenCon till sort of December, mid-December, end of December, it's all go for Star Citizen content. It is like twice the amount of work, or potentially more, over these 2 months. But Intergalactic Aerospace Expo, that's what's coming up next. That's going to be at the end of November. We don't know exactly when yet. Cloud Imperium have not shared that, but they should give us a schedule of it soon.
Yeah, so it's not even been mentioned really, so not anytime soon.
They're still very much in the aftermath of CitizenCon. But typically it's sort of around the 18th to end of month sort of starts around that period. It's 18th to like 21st sort of time normally starts. And you will have a ton of pretty much every ship that is available or been on concept ever will come back to be on sale in some description, including capital ships, which go on sale in waves. It is the biggest money-making event that Cloud Imperium do every year. I think that this year, because of the success of CitizenCon, it is going to catapult them into significantly higher highs for the year financially. I think they're going to absolutely smash it. What do you think? Do you think that's fair to say, or do you just have no idea whether they're going to do well financially yet?
I think it's fair to say, considering they're trying to get 12 ships out by the end of the year, and a lot of them are probably going to be announced during IAE.
Yeah, a lot of them are probably going to be just very slight variants of vehicles and stuff, right?
Yeah, but people are still going to... New ships equals more purchases. But yeah, new ships, more new ships, you're going to get more sales.
Yes.
Even though you have people out there who are like, I'm not buying ships, fair enough, you do what you want.
No ships till Pyro. That's what the hashtag was for ages. And now we've got Pyro Playground, so they have to start spending money again. Yeah. Legally have to. Sorry, I cut you off there when you were in flow.
I mean that's basically it. You got the gist of it. So yeah, I think they're going to make more money.
Yes, and I do think that a lot of people are now looking at Star Citizen because a lot of big content creators that were either critical or ignored Star Citizen are now going, "Oh wow, when did this become a game?" So I do think there's going to be a huge incoming wave of new Star Citizens, some of which will chuck money at the game. It's an interesting one. I think we'll hit 125 million by the end of the year. I say we don't see that money. I think Star Citizen will hit 125 million for the year.
Please let us see that money.
Just, CIG, do you think we add, I don't know, 0.5%? Just say 0.5% to the value of your company. I think we do. I think you should share 0.5% of the money you've made with us. That'll do. I'll give us in a race. How's that?
Yay.
Yay! And for 3.22 as well, that looks to be the end of Q4 patch. There was a few CitizenCon things that they showed off that are going into that patch, including the new hairstyle Sin. Gives you nice long hair, rather than, as we were playing last night, some demonologist, you were bald and didn't realise. It's like, look at my lovely long hair.
I managed to change my body type and change my clothes, but apparently my hair did not want to change.
It was weird, but I love the fact you just thought you had this long, luscious locks, like I do.
Yeah, it must be what you go through.
Yes, it just happened one day and I was bald. I was like, oh, thanks. One day I'll get nice long hair. That's how it works, right? It grows out over time.
Yeah. Got to cultivate it.
Yeah, the hair stalk comes round and gives me some hair. But yeah, 3.22 could have a load of cool features in. We're sort of excited for that, but Cloud Imperium very much concentrating on Alpha 3.21.x and the Pyro Playground and the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo. I'm not sure what else we're going to be getting with 3.22. I'm hoping that we get bounty hunting and stuff like that. I suppose we'll have to kind of wait and see. Are you looking forward to the ship scale tractor beams with 3.21.x? Because they sort of stopped talking about them because of, obviously, CitizenCon and now the IAE. But they are supposed to be coming in this current patch cycle. So do we still think that's happening?
Possibly. I mean, we're getting the SRV, aren't we?
It's the SRV and ship scale tractor beams.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be coming at the same time soon. Potentially the IAE.
I guess it's just not that big a thing, and they have shown it off in inside Star Citizen. So
yeah, I think it's got the potential to affect the game universe in quite a large way, though, just because of towing of ships and moving of ships and all the utility purposes of tractor beams that size. But yeah, I suppose we have tractor beams already in the handheld size, and we're using them to move containers larger than we should be able to move, which is what ship scale tractor beams are then going to be able to do, move those 32 SCU boxes. Okay, maybe it's not as much of a big deal as I thought.
I mean, I'm not excited about it, so...
What?
But I'm not everyone. I'm just me.
You're not everyone. You are part of everyone, but not everyone is you.
Yeah.
Wow. What? Mind blown. Yes. Yeah, so that's basically the CitizenCon aftermath at the moment, as we see it. There's a ton of stuff on the channel for you to go through. We've got all the panels. We've got summaries of the panels. We've got other little hidden bits. We talk about Squadron 42. We've gone through all of that jazz.
We're still, I say, the only place. Other places have it now, but we were the first and only place to have the StarEngine demo.
Yes. Well, probably. I mean, there was the people doing the stream parties and stuff. You can see it on there. But we archived and catalogued as much of the actual live stream as we could, as quickly as we could, because people were asking for it. I didn't put out the Squadron 42 one because Cloud Imperium put out a shorter one in 4K, but people kept asking me for it, so I then put it out.
Okay.
Normally, if it's out on the main Star Citizen channel, I won't put it out on mine at all, because it doesn't seem a point to catalogue it then when it's already there.
And they have it in 4K.
They have it in 4K, but they didn't have the full thing. They didn't have the before and after of it where Chris is talking, to give it more context.
Yeah.
So I think that's the main thing people wanted to see. But I hope everyone enjoyed CitizenCon. Hope they're looking forward to Pyro Playground, the rest of the 3.21 cycle, Intergalactic Aerospace Expo, and 3.22. Tell us about your experiences. Oh, and one last thing. We got absolutely wrecked compared to normal when we played Gun Rush in Spooky Gun Rush mode.
Yeah.
But we did all right. We just normally we'd win or come like first and second and stuff like that. But there was a lot of merging of servers, which I hadn't seen before, where like I'd be on like 10 kills and then someone from another server would come in with 14 already. That's like, what? No, don't take this away from me.
Yeah.
And so we'd like join servers when other people had 8 kills and we'd have 0 and things like that. So it was like, oh, but it's still a good laugh. It's still good fun. I don't think I like it as much in Spooky Scary Skeleton mode as I do normally.
No. I also think that, like I said, as when we were playing it last, it would be cool if the skeletons had different colours as well.
Yeah, totally agree with you. If they're different colours, that would actually significantly improve it. But I want just the customization of being able to go, I know who that is at a glance, so I can actively hunt them. But anyway, that's it for our podcast today. Please, if you've got any questions or you've got anything you want us to cover in particular, chuck it in the comments below. If you know what that number 5 ship is, you think you know what it is, then chuck it in the comments below as well. You go, oh, it's the Apollo. Oh, no, I think it is the Zeus. Oh, no, it's another ship that we know. No, it's not any of them, but you can say it anyway.
If you have a theory, if you have a thought of what the ship is and it currently exists on the website, like in the pledge, whatever, go to the ship, go to the wireframe, the hollow viewer, and then compare it.
Oh yeah, on the ship matrix, yeah.
Yeah, and then you'll be like, oh no, it's not the Apollo, because the Apollo's got a fatter body.
Yes. Well, it could have been changed in concept. However, it's too small to be the Apollo. Pretty sure it's too small to be the Apollo.
Yeah, considering the Apollo has like 6 med bays.
It can have like 3 aside and a reception. There's a lot going on with that ship. But yes,
anyway,
that's it for our podcast. We went off on a tangent there. Say goodbye, Zinnia.
Goodbye, Zinnia.
We'll see you in the Pyro Playground, and I hope you have a great time in the verse. Bye. Bye. Peace. What the hell are you? It's nordvpn.com/BoredGamer, enabling you to minimize your presence on the internet, almost like a cloaking device. It also allows you to hunt out the best TV and movies and shopping deals by changing your region. It prevents big internet from gathering and using your personal data. There's even a data breach scanner and meshnet for your own remote private network included. When Zin asked, what's the Predator movie got to do with NordVPN or CitizenCon or Star Citizen, I said, what's any of our NordVPN ads got to do with anything? Grab yourself NordVPN in the links below for a seamless, secure internet experience. Do you like using your eye holes for extra immersion in Star Citizen and help aim and do some cool stuff? Well, you can with Tobii Eye Tracker 5, which is on sale at the moment. This gives you native high-precision head and eye tracking in Star Citizen. Very cool for general immersion, for combat both in ship or on foot. They are absolutely fantastic pieces of kit, and both Zin and I have one. Use the links below to grab one for 15% off or to find out more. Every month we have a Star Citizen ship giveaway. For October 2023, we are giving away a Constellation Phoenix. This luxury multi-crew ship can be used as a mission runner, an explorer, a base of operations, and more. It comes with a luxury P-72 Archimedes snub, as well as the Lynx rover, allowing you to have on and off planet excursions. Just comment on any of my videos made during the month to be in for a chance of winning that. This is the bit of the video where I appeal to you to try and join the channel memberships and give us money. We have a load of you that are Patreons or have become YouTube channel members with the join button under my videos, and that goes a huge way in helping the channel and enabling us to make daily Star Citizen news entertainment. But there are a load of other ways to help us, liking, commenting, sharing these videos. That helps the channel grow. Thank you for watching to the end. Please get involved in the comments section, and I hope you have a great October.